Good morning. The Solar Jaguar Emperor sits on his throne before you guys. He's a drawing here for that reason. He's have a purpose and a meaning. And it's all about resolving and dissolving this darkness that is set upon this planet eons ago. We are the light. We are the light of truth. Divine, unconditional love to each and every one of you out there. I am beaming out with great brightness, as a beacon does, from the territory of 4-T, the century pursuit of truth. And let it be known to the darkness, there is no place to hide from the pure white source of light. And we are here, as you all know and should be aware of now, to support, help and assist humanity into the 5-dimensional high frequencies, high vibrations, and to get to know in the now and knowing on your authentic identity, authenticity of one's self and higher self. Now, if people have just tuned me in with their tuning fork and you don't know what is going on, I suggest and trust in God to go back through my archives and come up to Godspeed. As I said, everyone is here and being pulled in through the universe and the Almighty, the Most High, to be here in this precise divine timing. Now I'm going to do a card reading. Do a beautiful card reading with the fairies oracle cards. And this is what it's all about, isn't it? Higher consciousness in the collectiveness and the connectiveness up into your high consciousness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, would you like me to read that? I think I will read the high consciousness to you guys. Everyone having a beautiful day out there? It's a beautiful day now. I think the rain is gone. Okay, here we go. Card meaning: you are receiving guidance from your true self, your higher consciousness, which is one with divine universal wisdom. You are listening to love rather than fear. This card is a validation that your recent feelings, thoughts, dreams and aspirations are coming from spirit. You have been asking for divine guidance and you have it. And your higher self has answered your prayers. Your spiritual path has helped you hear this voice because you've taken the time to listen. Perhaps you've begun a meditation or yoga practice and this has helped you quiet your mind. Or maybe you've put your foot down to the universe and have ultimately decided to improve your life. This is what it's all about, improving our lives on Mother Gaia, planet Earth. citizens. I speak to one and all citizens of this, what we call, and as we know it, planet Earth. Whichever route you've taken is working very well. Now the fairies ask you to keep having conversations with your higher consciousness. This will involve carving out time away from noise and stress. You may need to make frequent nature walks, join a spiritual support group, or go on a retreat. By quieting your life and your mind, the voice of your higher consciousness becomes increasingly loud and clear. It guides you perfectly through all life areas. An affirmation: I easily hear and understand the inner voice of spirit, and taking all those ancestral spirits which are propelling us forward into a prosperous, performing prosperity. Now, we cast out all the darkness, and as you can see, you're going to have a food crisis very shortly, as I foretold in my previous videos archives, and that's why it's all been documented now, because seeing is believing. This is what seers do, clairvoyance, and just reading the future, because you can see what other people can't see. But what I can do, and what I've been doing, is preparing you guys for what you're seeing. All that darkness and insidious and hideous things that the darkness has been performing through their dark satanic rituals and those surrealism rituals that they do in those, the castles and so forth. Can't put my finger to it why they do it in the castles at this moment and point in the matter, but I'm sure it will come to light. It's going to come to light sooner or later. Maybe they're on some kind of sacred grounds and they're bringing in through a gateway or a portal these dark demons into our reality and our realms. A lot of things exist out there that you just would not believe, or you just cannot believe, because it is so surreal. It is happening. It's a happening thing. And why it is a mass awakening, the great mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, and irreversible. It is why and because, and with purpose and meaning, you have to see this with your own eyes. No matter how distorted or disgusting, degenerating, and just horrific things these dark, evil creatures, critters, monsters, and demons have been doing. Because now we attack the darkness with our full natural flow, supernatural forces to drive it back into the fire and brimstone. We are here in the now and the knowing. And that is why, because you're gonna have financial loss, because what they'll do now is slow down all the speeds on the roads, and they'll say, this is petrol and fuel, diesel, whatever you put in your vehicle to run it. They'll say, we have to do this because of fuel shortages. Now, who caused that in the beginning? Our dark, evil government forced that on us, shutting down all the refineries, public floating our utilities, public utilities, exactly what it stands for. The public were the shareholders of those utilities. And the government purposely because it's their agenda. Remember, their agenda. It's not our agenda. It is their dark agenda, selling off our utilities. And to name a few was Telecom, the Commonwealth Bank, and any ones that didn't want to play ball, they destroyed their companies, such as Ansett, TAA. There's a lot that have gone down and been consumed by those multi-big, humongous corporations. BHP's one of them. Commonwealth Bank, all your four big banks now. And the RBA, they done the ABA back in the 50s. That was all done through the Commonwealth Bank in a separate entity of the Commonwealth Bank. And that's when we had our own dollar before screwed up freaking Keaton. And there's a lot of darkness in Keaton. Trust me on that one. That's all going to come to light on ex-politicians and ex-ministers from our dark past who floated the Australian dollar. Should never have happened. Everything's been on purpose, destroying our economy and our way of... We had a great life. Australia was very laid back and had plenty of wealth. And now this dickhead Albanese, our supposedly Prime Minister, and as I said, it goes way back in our dark past, through all our dark, evil government, the shadow government. A lot of things are going to be unearthed because we're pushing forward with the pure light of truth. There is nowhere these sucking, parasitic creatures, critters, monsters or demons can hide. And they'll be routed out and severely punished for their evil actions. I cannot be any more clearer or coherent than that. We shall have victory over these dark, parasitic entities. Because we are the light. Simples, people. And many, 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 many more get on board, as I say. 369, 100, thousands, millions, and then the billions. Unstoppable, inevitable, and irreversible. The higher frequencies to freedom and liberty. Vibrations. That's why you're here now listening to the master number 33 is also a higher frequency. And I'm saying, and I'm letting you guys know, you know the reason and purpose you're here now. Listening in, tuning in on your tuning fork. Because you know the truth now. You know the truth. And you aren't going to put up with it anymore. And you're going to do something about it. And why? Because you can. Because we all can together. Because we're all in this together. I'm talking to the decent folks out there. The ones that know what's going on, truly know what's going on. And as I say, you can see this with your own eyes now. As I said, with the vehicles now on the road rationing our fuel, which they caused. They caused this, as I said, shutting down our refineries. And you can research it, go back in the Kernel refinery, and I've spoken to this about this on my past archives now in my videos on YouTube. And as I say, all these reasons have got a purpose and a meaning. We've all been put together by stardust. Isn't that amazing? And anyone that disbelieves that, really, you shouldn't be sitting in front listening to me. Because we have the world again. We have the world. The world. Talking about the beautiful world, the blue planet from above, as it's known, through our celestial beings, extraterrestrials. Plenty of things going on, and there's plenty of helpers, and there's plenty of supporters, and plenty of assistance. Wow. How did they get in there? Well, there you go. Okay, so these are in the tarot cards for some reason. We got 0404. Balance, power, struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, relentlessness, low vibrations into the higher vibrations now. And it's a warning to you guys with this darkness and what this darkness has been doing now for eons. This is why it is the great mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, and irreversible. Because it's a must now and knowing. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Because now they want to knock on the head, the 20 to 30-year-olds. A lot of 20-year-olds, machinitis, is it? Machinitis, the air conditioning virus. They're going to put another pandemic on you. Okay, and that's out to what the 20 to the 30-year-olds have got that critical thinking. They're going to knock you on the head, basically. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. And this is why we come forward and use my 1122 as a visionary and illuminate. I'm illuminating the paths ahead of you guys. Okay, I'm telling you how it's going to be before it happens. So we can do something about it. The great shift. Personal growth, spiritual development, manifesting goals, oneness, connection, and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favour of your or our intentions. Embrace the energies. And we pull back the reins where they should be that were stolen and infiltrated with imposters, impersonators, pretenders. You take it back. And all this is unfolding now, taking back the veil, and you're just seeing it with your own eyes because seeing is believing. You all know this now. And it's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Doesn't hurt. If anything, it's inferior. Inferior. And it's spectacular and fantastic and wonderful and beautiful to have these higher frequencies and higher vibrations. And it's just embrace it. Just embrace it and go with the flow. Go with the flow. As I said, it doesn't hurt. What's going to happen now if you stay trapped in those lower frequencies through those parasitic dark entities? They're out to harm and destroy you guys and to hurt you. Painful, very, very painful. You go up into the higher and embrace those higher frequencies and higher vibrations. As I said, spectacular. Embrace your authenticity. And we got a 8, which is a yes. You have strength. As I say, I've been building this up into this through the videos to have that strength and to cast out all your fear, all your anxiety, all that dark matter, dark things, the parasitic feeding on your energies. You cast them all out. All your obsessions, your ego, and your addictions, and toxic people. Any toxic people around you guys, get rid of them. Get rid of them and gain more strength. As I say, you get that energy wavelength off your Solar Jaguar Emperor. I've got directional divine energy flows that go throughout this planet and universe and cosmos. Because that's who we are. That's what we do. That is my job. That is my focus. That is my mission. That is my function. Help, support and assist you guys going up into your higher consciousness on a gentle approach, but now it has to be the quickening, because there's going to be a big reckoning very, very soon. And why? Because I'm capable of making big things happening. And I'm pretty sure you guys can see this now. Repetition cycles of presence, the now and knowing, and the collective or connectiveness and the collectiveness of the higher consciousness. Awakening, the great mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible. And I'm pretty sure you've all been programmed now for the greater good. You've gone away, that system, the dark systematic system is crumbling and falling down and caving in on itself, which it does. And they'll all start backstabbing themselves and trying to climb out and try and get out those exit doors. Too late for the darkness. We know exactly who yous are, what yous are, and what yous have been doing. Divine timing, divine intervention, divine unconditional love, divine truth, divine right, divine faith, divine hope, divine charity, divine compassion, six beautiful Scorpio cards, Six of Cups. Okay, we draw 1-1. Don't forget that 0404. That is amplified, multiplied tenfold now. 1122. Beautiful master numbers, and I don't even know how they got there, so there you go. The universe and the Most High, Almighty, Grand Architect of the universe, works and moves in mysterious ways. Okay, we've got the three cards there, so Queen of Pentacles, Judgment again, and King of Swords. We're moving, as I said, mysterious ways, those three cards. Queen of Pentacles, Judgment again, because justice, you know my magical card is all about justice to one and all. And then we got the World, the first card flicked out. It's a yes card. We've all got yes cards, yes, and the divine energy, divine unconditional love just naturally flows out into your directions, directional flow. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. Earth and Saturn reduces to 3, and 3 is about community, optimism and joy, remember? Refreshing one's memory, on who you truly are and how the dark entities have suppressed and oppressed you. Time to come forward into your true authentic selves, identity selves. Then we go into the lovely 8, and you all know me 8 now. Manifestation, practicality, skill, absolute decisions, business, ego gone, ego, addictions, obsessions, all your dark thoughts and toxic people that around you, all gone, all gone. You cast them all away, and you're showing now your light, your inner light, that spark. Well, that spark has happened, and you become the light yourselves. That's how it works. That's how it works. Because this is why instilling strength in you guys since day one. I've always said this. Have strength. Take some of my strength. But you show no fear, no anxiety. You show none of this that the dark entities can feed off. You give them nothing to feed. You show your strength, your courage, your light, illuminating your light, illuminating the pathway for others to follow through your righteousness and your trust in God. Strength, I'll read it out. Power, strength and control. It's a Leo and it's a fire. Courage, passion, subtle power, perseveration, influence, inner strength, focus and compassion. And then we have the lovely Scorpio card, which is number 6. Movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, empathy. It's all about empathy too, isn't it? Actually, happy memories, reminiscing in childhood memories. We've had this before, joy, nostalgia. And then we have fire, air, which is the King of Swords, which flicked out these 3 ones, flicked out when I was talking about all the darkness. These are happy cards. These are all happy cards. The 3rd Deacon, Taurus, Gemini, head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity and authority, okay, authority. King of Swords, the King of Swords. And then we had the middle one with the Judgment, 20, duality, and about balancing the polarities, the scales. Pluto, your master planet, one of my master planets, reduces to about balancing polarities. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new pulse and a new phase. Absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness and mercy. Now, is this what I started off with for this video right from the start? That's a confirmation, affirmation. It's a happening thing because I'm capable of making big things happen on who I am and who I are in the now and knowing. Mission, purpose, function, help, assist and support, and that unconditional divine love. Nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. It's a water and earth, 3rd Deacon, Sagittarius, Deacon in Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles. And they're all yes cards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Lucky 7. Okay? 7. and beaming out and illuminating from 4-T, higher transmissional frequencies, and casting out the century, pursuit, truth. Okay, let's wrap it up, eh? Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. We'll see what card was on the bottom here. Yes, they're going because that's there, and then the king comes along, overrides the darkness with the King of Cups, the Holy Grail, I'll quickly read the King of Cups out. Emotionally balanced, compassion, diplomatic, control, balance, supportive leader, tolerance, and empathy again. Empathy, harmony. Aquarius, Pisces, fire, water sign, yes. Okay? So don't worry and don't panic and show no fear to this darkness. Because as our pure white light, as I say, we are the light. We're no longer in the tunnel or at the end of the tunnel because we've become the light. The architects of our own reality and realm. Sharing the crown of sovereignty. In God we trust, and in God we hope. My hope is in God. Honour is established through ancestry. Pretty sure you guys are there now, because I'm here and you're there, and we should all be here in the now and knowing. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. Take care. Stay safe. And blessings to one and all. And we're on the righteous path.